Most of you guys do not give yourself enough credit. You know so much more stuff than you think you do. You've accomplished so much more than you give yourself credit for, and you can help the people around you.
Welcome to the Quick Talk Podcast with Joshua Latimer, where we discuss business, life, family, faith, struggle, fire, pain, and ultimately winning.
It's time to take massive action. Look, I can't work harder on your life or business than you do. It's ultimately all on you.
You know, God created all the food the birds would ever need, but he doesn't put it in their nest. You've got to go get it.
10 out of 10 people die. So how about doing something today that actually matters while you still can? Hey everybody, welcome to the Quick Talk Podcast. Josh here. I want to talk about teaching and contribution, and not to get all super cheesy, it's just something that I think is really powerful for you. And it's a Tuesday, right? You're out there fighting the good fight. Maybe you're in your down season. I don't know what you're doing. But I got a question for you. Is there someone in your life right now, either a person or a group or an organization, is there something that you are actively contributing to regarding your professional life? Meaning, do you help companies that are further behind where you are? I think what we do sometimes, I know I'm guilty of this, is I'm always looking further ahead, constantly reaching for more. I want to grow, I want to build, I want to do more, right? So I'm trying to level up all the time. And sometimes we accidentally forget that one of the best ways to level up is to start teaching or mentoring or coaching or contributing to someone else who is behind where we are. You right now, I love how Russell Brunson always says, if you go to expertsecrets.com, he has this really amazing book. And the video on that page, he says, I don't even know if you realize this right now, but you are an expert, right? Like you are an expert right now. And everybody listening to this is right now. You might not feel like one. You might feel like there's so much you don't know and only a tiny bit you do know. But that's how everybody feels. That's how I feel. That's how everyone feels all the time. But the fact is if you've been in business for 2 days, there's someone else who's been in business for 1 day. If you've been in business for 5 years and it's not perfect, you still know a lot of stuff. You have a lot of life experience and you can help. I think it's really important to always try to have someone coaching, helping, and mentoring you. But you should simultaneously find someone to pull under your wing that you can help, that you can coach, that you can give advice to, you can mentor, you can hold them accountable, because there's a magical thing that happens when you start focusing on what I call contribution, when you're giving back to the world, to the universe, to the people around you, your community, even your competitors. I used to call all the competitors in our hometown and try to get to know them. Now, most of the time they would decline, but not always. I'd try to buy them lunch. I wanted to get to know them, wanted to network, and most of the companies were a lot smaller than our company, but I would help them. I would teach them stuff. Like I was an open book because I have a mindset of abundance. There's enough for everybody. There's more than enough for everybody. There's more than enough service to do. We can't even all do it all. There's too much. The market is too deep, too big. And one of the best ways to learn is by teaching. Have you found that to be true, right? Maybe you do like volunteer work, or maybe you volunteer at your church, or you teach, Bible Sunday school or something, and that's awesome. But what are you doing to contribute as a professional? Do you sit on any boards? When I talked to Sid Graff, he was on my podcast a while back. Really, really neat guy, super sharp. And his story was super cool because he said, he just decided one day, after being in business for decades, you know what? I don't want to carry a ladder anymore. Like, I'm going to actually automate and build a real company. I don't want to be known as Sid the window cleaner anymore. I want a real turnkey operation. And it took him about 18 to 20 months, I think he said. And he's like 95% there now. He's went on vacation for weeks. He has a full team, everything's systemized. It's all awesome. But one of the cool parts is that he started getting more involved in his community. He sits on the board for like the Children's Theater, I think he said, and another board. And he's not Sid the window cleaner now. He's Sid, the small business owner. He's a Spectrum window cleaning guy. Like, hey, Sid, you're a leader in our community. But he did that on purpose. Like, it was intentional. He said, I'm done being this, thinking small and being this. I'm going to move towards that. And it took time. And people still thought he was just Sid the window cleaner for a while. Well, guess what? He's got a mega rockin' company that's ultra profitable, right? We talked about how he got super profitable, raised his pricing, all that stuff. He's put in the dirty hard work on systems, but he also went out into the community and just decided to be a leader. Like, you can do that right now. You don't need permission. You don't have to get 100 people to sign a petition saying that you're ready to be a leader in your community. Just do it. Start trying to give. You have things to give. You have things to share. It's really scary to go on social media and make a video teaching something, and people might be mean to you and they might, not like your stuff. Do it anyway, because it's not about that. It's about you. You're going to grow yourself by doing that. I think that's powerful. Teaching is one of the best ways you can learn. It's going to cause you to raise your game up, to hold your stakes higher. What if you had a weekly call with 2 other business owners who were kind of, smaller than you, don't know as much as you, don't have the experience you have? What if you did that for 25 minutes with these 2 people each week? And each week you're coaching them through the next steps. You're you got to do this, you got to do that. No, stop doing this. You're making a mistake. You want to focus on this. It's going to have a massive byproduct back to yourself. It's going to come back to you tenfold. I promise. I've seen it in my own life. I hope that's an encouragement for you today. Today's a quick podcast. Hey, it's called the Quick Talk Podcast. Maybe I should make quick ones. Hey, give me some feedback. I'm looking for ideas. I'm looking for topics you want to hear about. You need to send me an email. Send me an email to josh@sendjim.com. And my assistant will get it, and we'll get some really cool questions that we can answer. Or maybe you have an idea for a guest that you want me to go get to come on the show that you want to hear from. Whatever it is, I'm here to serve you guys and to contribute to your business, and hopefully we're doing that. If you like these episodes, like and share them on social, and give us an iTunes review. You guys rock. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, friends. And from all of us here at the Quick Talk Podcast team, we hope you loved today's show. We hope that you were inspired to become a doer and not just a listener. Apply what you've heard today in your own business and watch things change for the better. Lastly, remember that all the money in the world can't save your soul. Seek first the kingdom of God, my friends. We'll see you next time.
For more information about the Quick Talk Podcast or Joshua's other businesses, visit our website, quicktalkpodcast.com. Have a blessed day.